Affirmations with God possible. So we have a choice between becoming angry, frustrated, etc. versus to increase our understanding. You are being presented with two choices: evolve or repeat. Evolve or repeat. Confidence in talks, gratitude, humbleness. Record into an audio. Healing is release of all fear. Healing is release of all fear. For every task which appears difficult, give it 1 minute of undivided attention. Look well to this day, such is the salutation of the dawn. It is man's divine right to have plenty, more than enough. My cup will overflow if I trust in the divine timing and stay calm and excited. I just break down the barriers of lack in my own consciousness. Doubts and fear poison the mind and body, and imagination runs riot, attracting disaster and disease. Demonstrate active faith. Practice affirmations and look for signs that your request is about to get fulfilled. Man should watch himself early to detect if his motive for action is fear or faith. That is my motive for action is fear or faith? Meet people feared cheerfully, and they will either prove golden link in the chain of one's good or disappear harmoniously from one's path. I feel rested and light in all my activities, including finding the right paying job. All my burdens are taken by my Lord, and I am free to live light, healthy, and happy all the time along. I cast this burden of lack on the Vaheguru within, and I go free to have plenty. I know that an avalanche of supply is the result. I cast this burden of finding job on the Vaheguru within, and I go free to be loving, to be harmonious, and to be happy. Repeat, I repeat again and again. Look with wonder at that which is before you. Look with wonder at that which is before you. Agree with thine adversary quickly. That means agree that the adverse situation is good. Be undisturbed by it, and it falls away of its own weight. Adverse situation is good. Be undisturbed, and it falls away. None of these things move me is a wonderful affirmation. None of these things move me. The inharmonious situation comes from some inharmony within man himself. When there is in him no emotional response to an inharmonious situation, it fades away forever from his pathway. So we see man's work is ever with himself. Just remove emotional attachment with inharmonious situation. If you wish to be rich, you must be orderly. All men with great wealth are orderly, and order is heaven's first law. Wish without worry, and your desire will be fulfilled instantly. Wish without worry. There are no two powers. There is only one power, God. Therefore, there is no bad luck or disappointment, and only happy surprise. There are no two power, only one power, God. In reality, there is no evil, therefore nothing to resist. Evil has come of man's vain imaginations, or a belief in two powers, good and evil. I am going to be very, very, very happy, and then do everything I have time to do after that. The first is to be very happy and then do everything after that. Infinite intelligence. Give me the right job. I'm under grace and not under law. Give me the right job. I'm under grace and not under law. I am Jasprit Singh, having a wonderful right job, able to speak well, do well, listen well, express well, humbly, inspire well. and am able to enter into lively conversations with all. I have abundance flow of money to me, and I enjoy every day as a blessing and gift from my Creator, my Lord. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru. I have wonderful right job. I'm able to speak well, do well, listen well, express well, humbly, inspire well, and able to enter into lively conversations with all. I have abundance flow of money to me. I enjoy every day as a blessing and gift from my Creator. Therefore, my life is filled with peace, purpose, health, wealth, confidence, understanding, and serving all with ease and poise. Life goes on. I put this situation in the hands of infinite love and wisdom. I will stand still and wait for your guidance and response. I will stand still and wait for your guidance and response. I will stand still for at least 1 minute, and then the response and guidance will come. Infinite Spirit, open the way for the right job for me. There's always a supply for every demand. One with God is a majority. One with God is a majority. There's always a supply for every demand. There is darkest before dawn, dark thoughts of doubt and fear which must be put to fight. Speak with power and conviction. I now smash and demolish by my spoken word every untrue record in my subconscious mind. I now smash and demolish by my spoken word every untrue record in my subconscious mind. They shall return to the dust heap of their native nothingness, for they came from my own vain imaginings. I now make my perfect records through the Vaheguru within, the records of health, wealth, love, and perfect self expression. Law of forgiveness. My Lord forgives me for my bad deeds or faith in anything lower than God. Law of non resistance. If you become willing to face your fear, then you will not have to face the fear at all. So I'm willing to face my fear, and I may not require to face my fear at all. Thank you, for I am able to listen to market demand and express myself well on resume and during the interview interactions. During my all interactions, I am able to express well. Oh God, don't let me hate that person, and don't let me ponder upon past failed attempts. Let me focus on next best shot. Thank you. I lost my temper and so my power and job. Now I identify with everyone with love. God doesn't need time and is never too late. With God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. God doesn't need time. God is never too late. I identify with everyone with love. Infinite Spirit, open the way for great abundance. I am an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to me by divine right. All things asked in prayer, believe you shall receive. You must act as if had already received. So I will act as if I have already received. I will believe. And in prayer, I will be more thankful because I have received. If one asks for success and prepares for failure, he will get the situation he has prepared for. So I ask and prepare for success. I ask and prepare for success. Voice from high to low. I am Jaspreet Singh. I am Jaspreet Singh. With rude person, don't individualize. Don't individualize. Instead, contextualize. He is not rude to you. He is handles such situations like this only. Break pattern of freezing or responding rudely via email or otherwise. Use a phrase to break the pattern. Oh, it appears this has made you angry. Or I appreciate your perspective. I appreciate your perspective. Infinite Spirit, open the way for my right job, my right boss, my right position. I give thanks that it now manifests under grace in a perfect way. Infinite Spirit, I give thanks that the rupees 10 crore, which is mine by divine right, is now released and reaches me under grace in a perfect way. 10 crores, which is mine by divine right, is released and now it reaches me under grace in a perfect way. It is impossible for man to release more than he thinks is possible, for one is bound by the limited expectancies of the subconscious. He must enlarge his expectancies in order to receive in a larger way. The student's work is in making himself believe that with God all things are possible. Father, I'll take nothing less than I've asked for, but more. Man's dreary desires are answered drearily, and his impatient desires long delayed or violently fulfilled. For example, a woman asked me why it was she was constantly losing or breaking her glasses. We found she often said to herself and others with vexation, feeling annoyed, I wish I could get rid of my glasses. So her impatient desire was violently fulfilled. What she should have demanded was perfect eyesight, but what she registered in the subconscious was simply the impatient desire to be rid of her glasses. So they were continually being broken or lost. Similarly, to my case of leaving job instead of demanding swift resolution of concerns. So, Father, I'll take nothing less than I've asked for, but more. With God, all things are possible. I have known people to suddenly enter a new line of work and be fully equipped with little or no training. So, make the statement I am fully equipped for the divine plan of my life and be fearless in grasping opportunities. So, I am fully equipped for the divine plan of my life and I am fearless in grasping the opportunities which will be shown to me. Some people are cheerful givers but bad receivers. They refuse gifts through pride or some negative reason, thereby blocking their channels and invariably find themselves eventually with little or nothing. So, I will be a cheerful giver and also a cheerful receiver. I will receive gifts and I will not block it. Okay, so I will receive gifts as and when they are given to me. He violates law if he does not accept the returns which come to him, for all gifts are from God, man being merely the channel. One should always follow a denial with an affirmation. So, a denial should be followed with an affirmation. For example, I deny this appearance of disease. It is unreal, therefore, cannot register in this consciousness. This man is a perfect idea and divine mind, pure substance expressing perfection. So, appearance of disease, I deny it. It is unreal, and so it will not register in my consciousness. So, I am perfect idea in the divine mind. I'm pure substance expressing perfection. So, I cannot be at dis ease. Many a man is building for himself in imagination a bungalow when he should be building a palace. I spoke the word declaring that the spirit was never too late and that the supply was at hand. She looked over the papers and at the bottom of the box was a new $100 bill. She was astounded and said she knew she had never put it there, for she had gone through the papers many times. It may have been a materialization, as Jesus Christ materialized the loaves and fishes. Man will reach the stage where his word is made flesh or materialized instantly. The fields ripe with the harvest. Whatsoever ye ask the Father, he will give it to you. Every man is a David who slays Goliath, that is his mortal thinking, with a little white stone, that is faith, active faith. There is a terrible penalty to be paid for not using one's ability. Often fear stands between man and his perfect self-expression. Stage fright has hampered many a genius. This may be overcome by the spoken word or treatment. The individual then loses all self-consciousness and feels simply that he is a channel for infinite intelligence to express itself through. He is under direct inspiration, fearless and confident, for he feels that it is the Father within him who does the work. Another one of my students gave me an example of this. She took an extended trip over one summer visiting many countries where she was ignorant of the languages. She was calling for guidance and protection every minute. She was calling for guidance. Oh God, please guide me. Oh God, please protect me every minute. And her affairs went smoothly and miraculously. Her luggage was never delayed nor lost. Accommodations were always ready for her at the best hotels, and she had perfect service wherever she went. She returned to New York knowing the language. She felt God was no longer necessary, so moved after her affairs in an ordinary manner. Everything went wrong. Her trunks delayed amid inharmony and confusion. The student must form the habit of practicing the presence of God every minute. It in all thy ways acknowledge him. Nothing is too small, too great. So even for small things and for everything, I call for guidance and protection every minute from my Lord, and my affairs will go smoothly and miraculously. So the command of infinite intelligence is my way, not your way. Like all power, be it steam or electricity, it must have a non-resistant engine or instrument to work through, and man is that engine or instrument. So I call for guidance from Lord. Call for protection from Lord every minute. The student goal is poise. Poise is power, for it gives God power a chance to rush through man to will and do its good pleasure. So it gives man a chance to rush through the man to will and to do its good pleasure. Poised, he thinks clearly and makes right decisions quickly. Okay, so he thinks clearly and makes right decisions quickly. He never misses a trick. Anger blurs the vision, poisons the blood, is the root of many diseases and causes wrong decisions leading to failure. Praise the Lord, for his mercy endureth forever. One of my students was in need of a financial demonstration. She came to me and asked why it was not completed. I replied, perhaps you are in the habit of leaving things unfinished, and the subconscious has gotten into the habit of not completing, as the without, so the within. She said, you're right. I often begin things and never finish them. I go home and finish something I commenced weeks ago, and I know it will be symbolic of my demonstration. So she sued assiduously, and the article was soon completed. Shortly after, the money came in the most curious manner. I'm one with infinite intelligence. I know everything I should know during the interview, during all my interactions, every moment as I walk in my life. I know everything I should know in that moment. There is for each man perfect self expression. There is a place which is his to fill, and no one else can fill. Something which he is to do, which no one else can do. It is his destiny. So, each man, there is for each man perfect self expression. Infinite Spirit, open the way for the divine design of my life to manifest. Let the genius within me now be released. Let me see clearly the perfect plan. Perfect self expression will never be labeled, but of such absorbing interest that it will seem almost like play. So, perfect self expression will seem almost like play and not label. The student knows also, as man comes into the world financed by God, the supply needed for his perfect self-expression will be at hand. Many a genius has struggled for years with the problem of supply when his spoken word and fate would have released quickly the necessary funds. One should not visualize or force a mental picture. When he demands the divine design to come into his conscious mind, he will receive flashes of inspiration and begin to see himself making some great accomplishments. This is the picture or idea he must hold without wavering. When one has made his demand upon the universal, he must be ready for surprises. So when you make the demand on the universe, then you must be ready for surprises. Everything may seem to be wrong, or everything may seem to be going wrong when in reality it is going right. For example, a woman was told that there was no loss in divine mind, therefore, she could not lose anything which belonged to her. Anything lost would be returned, or she would receive its equivalent. There is no loss, and when man takes its spiritual stand, he collects all that is his from this great reservoir of good. So there is no loss. He will collect from this great reservoir of good. The gift or tenth portion must be given with love and cheerfulness. For God loveth a cheerful giver. So be a cheerful giver. Bills should be paid cheerfully. All money should be sent forth fearlessly and with a blessing. This attitude of mind makes man master of money. It is his to obey, and his spoken word then opens vast reservoirs of wealth. So be a cheerful giver. Be a cheerful giver. This attitude of mind makes man master of money. A woman came to me asking me to speak the word for a position. So I demanded, Infinite Spirit, open the way for this woman's right position. Open the way for right position. Never ask for just a position. Ask for the right position, the place already planned in divine mind, as it is the only one that will give satisfaction. I then gave thanks that she had already received, and it would manifest quickly. Very soon, she had three positions offered to her. Intuition. Intuition is a spiritual faculty and does not explain. Intuition is a spiritual faculty and does not explain but simply points the way. So, intuition gives us a direction. It simply points the way you should go in this direction. I am always under direct inspiration. I make right decision quickly and I express gratitude to everyone I connect with instantly. So I make right decisions quickly and I express gratitude to everyone I connect with instantly. Every false prophecy shall come to naught. Every plan my Father in heaven has not planned shall be dissolved and dissipated. The divine idea now comes to pass. Man must make the first move. Draw close to God and He will draw close to you. So you make the first move. I have often been asked just how to make a demonstration. I reply, speak the word and then do nothing. Speak the word and then do not do anything until you get a definite lead. Demand the lead, saying, Infinite Spirit, reveal the way. Let me know if there is anything for me to do. Infinite Spirit, reveal the way. Let me know if there is anything for me to do. Infinite Spirit, reveal the way. Let me know if there is anything for me to do. I stay still and every good thing comes to me, including the right job. Oh God, please guide me during the interviews to use right words and express well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fear is misdirected energy and must be redirected or transmuted into faith. So, fear is a misdirected energy and must be transmuted into faith. Make an affirmation immediately upon waking. Thy will be done this day. Your will be done this day. Today is a day of completion. Today is a day of completion. I give thanks for this perfect day. I give thanks for this perfect day. Miracle shall follow miracle. Miracle shall follow miracle, and wonders shall never cease. Wonders shall never cease. Make this a habit, and one will see wonders and miracles come into his life. I have a wonderful work in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for a wonderful faith. Fear is faith in loss. Replace it. Fear is biggest enemy. Why worry? It will probably never happen. So why worry? It will never happen. So why worry? It will probably never happen. Change your condition by changing your words. Every disease is caused by the mind not at ease. So every disease is caused by the mind not at ease. So mind should be at ease and it will let disease wipe away, go away. Wipe out all fear and know that God protects your interest and divine idea must come out of this situation. That is, right job will match right candidate. Wipe out all fear and know that God protects your interest. And divine idea must come out of this situation. That is, right job will match right candidate. As there is only one power, God, this man is here for my good and my prosperity. Every man is a golden link in the chain of my good. Every man is a golden link in the chain of my good. So this man is here for my good and for my prosperity. Bless your enemy and you rob him of his ammunition. Divine idea never conflict. The job will come at the right time. So divine idea never conflict and the job will come at the right time. I cannot lose any job that belongs to me by divine right. I am under grace and not under law. I am under grace and not under law. I cannot lose any job that belongs to me by divine right. The man who is centered and established in right thinking, the man who sends out only goodwill to his fellow man and who is without fear, cannot be touched or influenced by the negative thoughts of others. In fact, he could then receive only good thought as he himself sends forth only good thoughts. No man can fail if one no man can fail if some one person sees him successful. No man can fail if some one person sees him successful. If two men agree on same vision, it will happen. If two men agree on same vision, it will happen. One needs someone to help hold to the vision. This is the value of healer. Use words to heal, to bless, and to prosper. Life is not a battle, it is a game. Life is not a battle, it is a game. What I send out in words and deeds, love, lie, cheat, hate, whatever I send out in words and deeds will return to me. Heart oblique imagination plays a leading part. From here generates all issues of life. What I image sooner or later externalize in my affairs. What I image, that is imagine, sooner or later externalize in my affairs. Train my imagining faculty. Image only good, health, wealth, love, friends, perfect self expression, highest ideal. So I will image only good health. I will image only good wealth. I will image only love. I will image all friends. I will image perfect self expression. I will image highest ideal, divine design. There is a place that I am here to fill and no one else can fill. Something which I am here to do and no one else can do. So long as man resists a situation, he will have it with him. If he runs away from it, it will run after him. For example, I repeated this to a woman one day and she replied, "How true that is. I was unhappy at home. I disliked my mother, who was critical and domineering. So I ran away and was married. But I married my mother, for my husband was exactly like my mother, and I had the same situation to face again. People have said to me, give treatment to change my husband or my brother. I reply, no. I will give treatment to change you. When you change, your husband and your brother will change. The robbers of time are the past and the future. So let's take first example of past. Man should bless the past and forget it if it keeps him in bondage. So bless the past and forget it. And regarding the future, bless the future knowing it has in store for him endless joys, but live fully in the now. So I bless the future because it has endless joys in the future. And I live fully in the now. Past has gone, future will come. A future filled with endless joys will come. And if past is bonding me, then I forget it. I do not keep myself bonded with it. Happened, happened. Future will come, future will come. But I live fully in the now. In the twinkling of an eye, in the twinkling of an eye, man's release will come when he realizes there is no power in evil. There is only one power, God. And evil is imagined by man. I stop imagining and it stop existing in my world. Money is God in manifestation. So money is God in manifestation as freedom from want and limitation. But it must be always kept in circulation and put to right use. So it is money is God in manifestation as freedom from want and limitation. But it must be always kept in circulation and put to right uses. Hoarding and saving react with grim vengeance. This does not mean that man should not have houses and lots, stocks and bonds, for the barn of the righteous man shall be full. It means man should not hoard even the principal if an occasion arises when money is necessary. In letting it go out fearlessly and cheerfully, he opens the way for more to come in. So let money go out fearlessly and cheerfully, as it will open the way for more to come in. For God is man's unfailing and inexhaustible supply. God is man's unfailing, it never fails, and inexhaustible supply. It cannot exhaust. There is no limitation at all. All the best.